Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'll be giving you some tips for your ICSE 2026 exams. Only 6 days are left for exam, and I was an ICSE student and I gave my board exam last year and I got 92.6%. Okay, so I'll be giving you a subject-wise strategy. Like for English grammar, you have to practice a lot of questions in the 6 days. Like you have to give time bound practice like 3 hours. You have to give a sample paper and see how much you are getting. Like it will be a test analysis type thing, and the mistakes you have done, you have to analyze those mistakes, and you have to you don't have to do those mistakes in your English language exam. Okay, so you have to practice a lot of questions, and you can also watch lectures like Study with STUDYY Sir's lectures for practice. Preparation videos are good, and he will clear your concepts of English grammar questions. Okay, there are also some underrated YouTube channels for English language. You can watch them. You will get them. Okay, I will provide some links in the description. You can also watch them. And competency-based questions and all those previous questions, just practice them. Give time-bound practice. Like what you have to put a timer like this, and you have to give the paper and see how much you're getting. In English literature, you have to read the chapters very nicely. Like conceptual clarity is very important, and for conceptual clarity, you can also watch STUDYY Sir's channel because he will clear concepts. I watched him one day before my exam, like for Julius Caesar, because he teaches us in such a way that your concepts will be clear. Okay? And for maths, what you have to do is just practice, just do the questions which you felt tough during your practice sessions, when you were practicing before. Like now you have to revise only, right? So you have to practice those hard questions to see why you were getting them wrong before. Then for physics, I would like to say that you have to clear your concepts. That's the most important thing. And you have to do the competency-based questions. Like you have to revise them 10 to 20 times, the competency-based questions. Okay? In your mid-exam holidays, you have to practice those and clear your concepts. I practiced them for 20 to 30 times, like to clear my concept. And for conceptual clarity, you can watch physics as mind maps. We've been one day before exam because your mind will be like very sharp after watching them, because it will clear concepts. I'm sure, I can assure them. Those are great lectures of Shailendra Sir. Last year's ICSE 2025's mind maps are great. Then for chemistry, you just have to do the book very nicely. The reactions you have to write and practice until and unless you are sure that you are going great with those reactions. Okay, and there are some channels. Okay, like Tapu Omar. Tapu Omar, you can search Tapu Omar's videos. You will get some very good videos of hydrochloric acid, like those NH3 ammonia. Those channels, like her channel, have some great videos which you can remember those reactions very nicely. Okay. Even one day before exam, you can watch them. Like 2 days before, not one day before. Like one day before, you have to practice the reactions. You have to read the book, okay, and practice the competency-based questions. Those are the most important for every subject. And like for the fifth or sixth time I'm seeing this, but competency are really important. And time-bound practice is also very important. Like you have to put a timer and do the sample papers. And for geography, history, and civics, you just have to read the chapter. Yeah, read the chapter. You have to remember the names. The dates mostly doesn't come. Like even it comes. I'm not saying that you don't have to mind on that, but but mostly the events. Okay, the events like the Satyagraha, the Mahatma Gandhi chapter, the Muslim League, those chapters you have to remember. Okay, so and for conceptual clarity also, those first revolt of 1857, those like all the chapters are important. I'm not saying this is important, this is important, but you have to be clear. Like you have to read the chapter. Okay, 2 to 3 times. Even before one day before exam, you have to read the chapter 2 to 3 times. And there are some notes that I can provide. I have a PDF. I will provide it in the description. My notes, even though they're a little messy, but those are great because I followed physics wala's 2024 batch teacher, history teacher, Shigraf ma'am. She made great notes. Okay, and yeah, I followed her. So I don't think she has videos now, but she was great. Okay, I can provide those notes which I have written from her, but they are a little messy. Okay, but it made me remember everything. Geography, you have to at least be fully confident with 6 to 7 chapters. Okay, others you have to read at least read two times, because yeah, MCQs are important, right? MCQs are very important. It can increase your marks, so you have to read those other chapters. But for the question and answers, you have to be fully confident with 6 to 7 chapters. And topo sheets, yes, those maps and topo sheets you have to practice. Not then biology, you have to confident with the book. Okay, and you can watch physics wala's Upashana ma'am's videos. Those can clear your concepts, and it will increase your marks. Even the mind maps are great. Okay, for revision.